Hello, guys. Welcome to Traders Therapy Session. I'm your host, KRO. Guys, let me share with you one of the analysis, the insight of how I'm watching the market, expecting the market how to play. Of course, using ICT style of trading, actually reading the algorithm and trying to play with the algorithm. Without wasting any time, guys, I am planning to keep this video short. I will only share the analysis and my expectations and how I missed, basically because I missed the entry. So I'm watching if I can get an PM session entry because I rushed to maybe to capitalize on lunch session. I know it's not a good time to trade. Um, I guess you need to be a little bit advanced to do that. So to participate during lunch, because the past few days lunch has been performing like, I don't want to lie, guys. Even on a bet markets, like lunch has been performing. You can go on the charts and try to see what is happening. But for those of you who are new, please, you can go on this YouTube channel and then try to check 2023 bus driver model to understand what I will be saying. And I get this small video. There are no much videos there, but it will set the line. And I promise to post certain lessons and examples. Guys, I'm just sharing on that part, on that platform. I'm just sharing the insight and I'm trying to drive the point using the bus driver model. And by the way, when you are the rider, you are taking a trip by bus and it's a mysterious land. uh it's amazing, like it's amazing that I know I have everything, I mean to say, in my head. And trust me, guys, it's an amazing journey to learn. And I'm not replacing ICT. I'm just being a class captain here, trying to share with you what I've learned and the understanding. Maybe I can help one person out there who might be having a challenge learning from ICT. But without wasting any time, guys, let me share with you what I've seen, and you please check the analysis again on my Twitter, which is ICT class captain. So you can also check there. I posted this yesterday before it could play out, and then I took advantage. We saw this move being a head and shoulder, retail head and shoulder there, and I wanted to tweet and say if I could participate in this retail setup because I saw it playing, but I was expecting the sales, and you can see I still have my yesterday's annotations here. So without wasting any time, let me walk you through, and then let's go to the current market at the moment without wasting any time. I've been saying that maybe 3 or 4 times. Okay, guys. These are my expectations. In fact, let's go to weekly. It's Let's go to weekly, guys. I've removed these expectations here. I'm watching, guys. I'm also watching this breaker right here. And if you don't understand what breaker is, a breaker is a simple. This is a bearish breaker. Sorry, guys, to take time, and I'm not teaching here. Then you want to wait for price to come in and participate at this level right here. You want to be participating at this level, looking for your fair value gap and everything. Guys, do not worry. Just follow the logic now And as I upload more and more videos on the mentorship there, then you will understand as we do the examples. And I will try, when I post a video on the mentorship, even if it's a participation video like this one, a live trade video, I will keep it simple, even if I see certain things, other things. But I will try to keep it simple, be related to the video, and you be related to the mentorship. And guys, please, I am not hiding anything. I'm just giving you what my understanding, and I don't believe that I understand everything. It's impossible, guys. Like, it's impossible. ICT keeps on surprising us now and then. I just happen to understand him because if you can go to the very same YouTube channel right here and check my technical course. Most of you, I know you've purchased technical courses where you're doing your price action patterns, your candlestick patterns, your structure, and everything like that. Guys, you can see that advanced technical course there. It worth more than what you might have paid out there, because I even give advanced way of reading price action, because that has been my goal ever since I came across trading. So let's talk about what we see now. So this is a bullish breaker. I know some of you, and this is the reason why I had to mention what I mentioned. Why am I explaining this? I call this on that course. Go to the course, guys. I teach like this. I call this structure 3.0. And why is it structure 3.0? I learned this in one of the mentors where I purchased a retail course where I've learned a lot about market structure. So, but not the kind of a market structure that we are dealing with when it comes to the nowadays of trading. It's so fascinating, guys. You can check on that, or you can check on that course where I teach market structure. You will see that this kind of a trade, I was looking for this kind of a setups. You can imagine if I had a fair value gap with that with the structure alone, I could have seen this buy dropping down. I could have seen this because this was anticipated as market structure 3.0, which is a reversal structure. You were having your higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Then the market broke below your higher low. Then after it failed, this is how we read structure in that course. Then it failed to do what? Then the price failed to break the high, because if price broke the high, this was not going to be a market structure shift. This was going to be an internal something pullback, but would take the whole leg as what? As an impulse. So if you see this was a market structure 3.0, but this is named breaker here. This is a model that we're going to use most of the time because it has a lot in it. So let me just put it here. So let me explain this breaker. We have this higher highs, we have this push, we have this pullback, we have this push, we have this pullback. Guys, why am I counting 1, 2, 3 candles? And it's not because I've seen ICT annotating it. I also had, I will check maybe on my Twitter, I also have certain annotations that I've seen, because I was also watching if the price was going to violate this and that. And once it was going to violate this, I was watching the price on this fair value gap. And you will see the kind of way that we teach the approach to fair value gap better than other people who are claiming to be teaching it, because I understood with all my practice and my with all my participation, let me put it like that, I've came to a point where to understand how a fair value gap works, and this is my philosophy of a fair value gap. I understand this is ICT's fair value gap and how he uses it, and I respect everything that he does. But this is how I interpret the fair value gap. Me with having a background of structure and price action. So if we have this high and we've created a fair value gap right here, we would want price, especially not even from this high, but this is the last high before the fair value gap. So we want price to break this high. Then after that has happened, What I mean is that we want to see price trading towards the fair value gap after mitigating, after have the fair value gap has been tested. We want to see price breaking the high of that fair value gap, guys. And then that, for me, that fair value gap has worked. So if I'm buying here, my TP will be here. If price passes this area and I get stopped out, I know that will be on out of my own doing, because this, for me, fair value gap has performed. Yes, it can come again. It does that most of the time. But when that happens, I expect, guys, it's me. I expect this fair value gap, because we traded into the fair value gap. We broke the high of the fair value gap. Sorry, I expect this to be what? To be invaded. I see it, guys, happening most of the time. Like, I expect this to be invaded. The candles to close below, and then we retest this, then we move low. And some people will be worried and say, some people will argue out there and say the fair value gap doesn't work, but it worked right here. I know it can come into this fair value gap and move higher. It does that. And I'm not against anything like that. I'm just watching price and see if I can participate in a certain move. So, with that being said, I annotated the breaker here. We have a breaker high, we have a breaker low. But you can see on a breaker low and the high of this candle right here, we have an inefficiency right here in a form of a busy. So price traded into it, price moved higher, then price came back into that. So I'm looking at this price right here on a weekly base. So I'm seeing a balanced price range right here. So to me, it made sense for this to be violated. I'm not saying the price might not even come high. It might come here. Maybe we might test 50%, 20%, or we might even break this high and then reacted off of this order block. And it's only, guys, it's only order block, because this was the last candle above a bullish candle, and then we traded below this candle. We came and tested. It's an order block because I've seen, I have already seen it's working. So we might come back and trade it into that order block again and move below. I do not dispute anything. I'm just watching what the price is doing and see if I can participate. Okay, this was last week's low, and then I'm marking that as a sell side liquidity right here. For me, this was on Monday, yesterday. Previous day low, previous week low, and it's a sell side liquidity for me. So let's go to the daily time frame. This is where I didn't even change. I just added the answers. Where I've added the answers, this is what I've been looking. Okay, guys, I woke up early South African time around 4 a.m. today. Then it was still Asian session by that time, because I am 6 hours ahead of New York time. And guys, please, I like to apologize publicly. First time, I guess, on the 2023 mentorship, I mentioned that the difference between South African time and in New York time, it was 7 hours. I was wrong. I apologize for that. It's 6 hours, guys. And this is the frustration that ICT talks about every time. So I just even chose to change after that frustration, because I was missing a lot of trades. I could be on a trade during lunch and I was not aware of. So I just chose to change. Decided to change my trading view time into New York time, because I won't struggle to understand my time zone, because it's on my desktop everywhere. Like, I'm using the time zone, so I'd rather have both of them at once. So guys, this is what happened. We traded above on a daily, on a weekly. Where were we? So that we don't get lost interpreting the price. Okay, our main focus will be on here. Okay, it's fine. Let us not go far. This right here, where is the low? some. Okay, this right here. We have a weekly breaker low. We have a weekly breaker high. So we traded below. The market came. Yes, we had trades here. We're not going to talk about that. We're just going to waste time. So we traded below. You see the close. This is the weekly breaker low from here to here. So we traded below. As we traded below that, what happened? We closed. We want to retest, and then the consequent encouragement of that. I remember checking it, but not marking it on my chart. So, as you can see, now we've traded 75% of that move, which is a sensitive area though. Guys, don't worry and don't feel like discouraged on this one. I'm going to share with you everything the way that I annotate the market. I'm going to share with you. Guys, I cannot even say close because that will make me arrogant and that will close my doors of learning. So guys, but I understand this. Like I can tell you that I understand, and my goal is to even show you how I see price, and maybe you can try to make sense yourself and make something out of that. Go back to ICT and study now with the knowledge that you've gained, and it will become easy for you, and you can correct some of my mistakes because I am not him. I'm not ICT, guys. I'm just sharing information with you. So on a daily, we traded low. The Friday close, I marked that on a weekly because it was Monday when I marked this. So this is what I marked. Then we have a busy again right here. If you can see, this candle's low and this candle's high. In between, we have a busy right here. So I was expecting this was my reason of expecting the sales yesterday, but I'm still expecting these sales. So what we had yesterday was that the price moved up, and then we took the buy side and we even moved up. But look at my annotations. We had yesterday when we opened, we had on Monday, we had this fair value gap right here, and we have this fair value gap, which I did not annotate. You can check on the Twitter there. These annotations are still there. This is not there because I updated this today. I'm not going to play around with the daily because my focus is on a lower time. My focus on a lower time frame. If I'm targeting this, then I will utilize my lower time frame, 1 hour, it's 15 minutes, and so on, to try to get the trades out of them. But looking at this, so I'm not going to what is that? I'm not going to play around and change the analysis. I'll just have to see this, if this works. If it doesn't work, then basically it's wrong. I will change the way I will see the market. Maybe I'll start to target this fair value gap if it becomes a fair value gap though, and move with the price. See where the price will lead me. It's August though. So after seeing that the price went, but look at this. I say we want to see if price will do what? Will respect daily CB. I'm talking about this CB because the price was here yesterday. I'm referring to this CB right here. This candle's low and this candle's high. If the price will respect the daily CB and attack Friday's low, this was Friday's low. I want to see if that will happen. Then what did I see? But before this one, note second CB, which is this one. Then the market ended up going into this area right here. So this could have been a buy as well. But the framework I was watching for price to come in here, respecting, maybe break this and come after, because I had this fair value gap right here to come back above here. So what happened? Previous daily CB was not respected. It will be treated as invasion fair value gap. If not invasion fair value gap, then it can be treated, I mean to say, as what? As a Reaper fair value gap. ICT, like I say, guys, he has surprises, guys. So you cannot even say we are closer to him, but I'm thankful that I can read the market and see the things that he sees and not argue with it. Not being better than him, not even value myself closer to him. So guys, um what did I see now? CB was tested. Which CB? The second one, right here. So let's see. My framework for the day. This is the reason why I stuck. My framework, I will be watching. I will be watching how we treat previous daily high, which is this one, and attacks the low. So this is how we treated it. In the low, this is how the lows are attacked so far. But I'm looking at this and I'm looking at that as well. So it might not happen like this, but I will be watching, not trading. I will be watching how we treat previous daily high. And if we treat it the way that I like it, I'll participate. I could have participated on AM session, but I was on a meeting at work, so I couldn't have participated. It just left me few minutes with few minutes. So I couldn't have rushed for it. I was waiting if I could get another one. And it was early. The movement was early for today. It participated in less than 30 minutes. So I expected that to get the entry after maybe 30 minutes of NYSE open, which is 9:30. So guys, I missed it, but if I got that trade, I could have been on profit even now. I didn't get that. Then there was an opportunity to buy. I didn't want to get into that because it was going to confuse all my analysis. What if I lost? And there was a second opportunity again for me to enter, but there was something that I was looking for. So guys, this was the framework. Let's go to hourly. Just take note of this area right here. Take note of this area. Take note of this area. We're going to talk about them. Now we have a new daily CB, new daily CB. This CB, guys, it's is this one. Maybe some of you who might be struggling. It's not this one, but it's this one, the top one. So how did we treat it? Let's frame our narrative there. Then the price went into CB. The time I was watching the market, guys, I was watching the market, and like I also expected the price to consolidate maybe up to this area right here. I wished I recorded the analysis in the morning. Maybe then we get the manipulation, then the displacement. But we got the manipulation with what? During London. Then this displacement, it was during our time of trading. This displacement right here. So I was still watching. This is the reason why I did not panic. I was watching if the price could come back and retest right here and retest, and it missed, and it built up a liquidity. This is where I'm even waiting as my target. Then it could come into this hourly CB right here. CB right here, yes. Which is a fair value gap, guys. So I was also watching if price was not going to break below this, but we have an inversion fair value gap. This is a proof for us to see, but it's not yet inversion fair value gap. We cannot say it's an inversion fair value gap because this candle has not closed yet. So we'll wait for this candle to close, and the price can move up. But if we have this and price moves up, or we have inversion, maybe candle closes like this, and then the next candle break above, I know that we're going to attack this high to go back up, to treat that as an inversion fair value gap, the true one. And then what is the characteristics of an inversion fair value gap according to my understanding and experience in the market? Inversion fair value gap, yes, they work, but they work, to me they work, they have the strength of second retest on a fair value gap, because they don't always go to that main target. They just happen to test to break either a certain low or a certain high. To me, it's like reusing a product. It is not gonna be as strong as the new product. So I know they work, but most of the time I see them taking the lows. Like if this is an invasion fair value gap, it will come retest and take this low and eventually go above. So, or invasion, it will just show you that I'm an invasion, and then it come and retest on a lower time frame scale. You can treat this one as a reaper. Then it will just take this, not this high, and go. It's just like that. That's how I've seen it, and sorry, that's how I will treat it. So we have this low right here, but if you can check, this is the buy participation that I did not take. I did not participate on. Then we have this fair value gap right here, which was only tested when this time. So this was supposed to be my buyback to come to this entry right here, but I could have got it. I could have been like I could have got enough right here. So let's go to 15 minutes and see how I miss this. And look at my annotations, guys. Like I press like this if I want to see this on a minute's visibility on a minute. And this is how I treat them. They're only the higher time frames analysis. They get to go to the lower time frame. But the lower time frames, when I go back, this is on a minute. But if I go to hourly, you won't see these areas right here on a minute because they will clutter my analysis on a higher time frame. You see, you won't see that buy sides. Yeah, you won't see that buy side right. It's somewhere around here. You won't see that buy side, but so the way I because I used to use different layouts, but they make you miss sometimes because you find out I analyze the minutes there, the hourly there, so I no longer do that. So this is the reason why, guys, I decided to make this video because I wanted to participate on this move right here. This move right here. I wanted to participate as price was moving above here. To participate to take this or to wait. So I have like 3 trading ideas out of this whole move that is built right here, and we're going to use 15 minutes. So guys, I was like in the morning it was around here. The price was around here before I left. So I was anticipating the price at least maybe for London. Then if London was going to test this fair value gap, the 5 minutes fair value gap right here, and go low to test this, and then I could have felt comfortable and confident to buy around this area going above. So, but not above like that, going maybe consequent encouragement of this daily fair value gap right here. So, guys, and then this happened right here on a 5 minute. Then we tested, we'll see this one when you get to 5 minutes. Then invasion fair value gap, we tested, then we pulled high. When did we tested it? Around London session. And then maybe we got your entry somewhere around here, the entry somewhere around here, then to pull high. Then after, I was watching price closely right here to see that price respecting the daily. And another thing, this might throw you out. You might think that this is invaded, but forgetting that this is a daily. So these are just minutes candles. So after this, I watched price breaking below this on a 15 minutes. Breaking below, and as price broke below, and then I saw this displacement and only displacement at the moment. So after the close of this candle, I expected price to come above here, somewhere around here, and treat this. Guys, you remember the model that I drew you? Let's go to that model. Please welcome back. You remember this model I talked about here? This model, guys, this is what you are going to see. This model that I talked about here. So I'm going to talk about it right here. No, not here, I mean to say right here on a 15 minute. So let's talk about it. What happened? We have a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, structure 3.0. This one I could have traded it even when I was trading retail, and I could have got it because I was going to use Fibonacci 61.8 or 38.2, depending on where the market was. And the retest, I was going to expect this retest. I was going to get it. It was going to be fair trade with me. Structure 3.0, I was going to trade structure. But what happens? This is a breaker. This high, look at this point. This high, this low, this high. Then we have this low right here. So it's a market structure shift after here. So I expected price at least to retest here, but respect this breaker right here. And guess what? I was fooled. Price did exactly that. My focus, guys, this 1-2 candles, they were tested right here. This breaker right here. Even if it was institutional order flow drill to give me just 50% of this week right here, it was enough for me to set the tone for low. So this was the reason why I was still holding for price to come back here. But if you can check here, this is the invasion fair value gap that killed me right here. Oh, it was not even tested right here. So I was still safe. Let's look at the high right here, 12.4, and then this high right here, 11.2. It was not even tested right here. So let's remove that, guys. Let me just remove that. So let's talk about that model. We have this high, we have this high, we have the break, and we have that right there. So for me, taking the fib level from this high to that low as price was approaching while this candle was forming, I was watching if price was going to test right inside this. And it makes sense, guys. Like, it makes sense. It makes sense to sell from that area right here. So what did price do? It missed and created a liquidity, a buy side liquidity right here. As you can see me annotating buy side liquidity right here. This was the focus. Price to come in and go low. Even this, I could have been on this trade. I wanted this trade. You saw the analysis right there. So let's go to 5 minutes and talk about how the trade left. And guys, we are using time. Whether you believe it or not, we are using time. So this is where I was supposed to get this trade right here. Before time, then it went. But it was fine. This is the trade I missed. 9:45. So when I saw this happening, I was also watching the 15 minutes time frame. I could have caught this trade right here. As you can see, that perfect test right here. I could have caught this trade right here. So with me, I expected at least to move at least a little bit higher because of the 15 minutes. So sometimes you're gonna miss trades like that. Then it went back. Then when it came back here, like when it came back, I was like, no, it's okay now. I know that it's going this high. We're going to take it out because of the 15 minutes. Then we're going to come up. But what did it do? It gave another entry. It was another opportunity to go short. Then it came back because look at this. Look at this. This, it meets what? Where did it turn? Look at this, guys. Let's take the low right here. The low is 951.6. And then let's take the low right here. 952 point. It went short a little bit. Then that's when it came back. It came back. But we do have another one right here. Here's another one right here. And look at the high of this candle. 51.8. It even went missed right here. So, guys, once that happened, but I wasn't concerned about whatever that was happening right here, because for me, I wanted that. So I wasn't concerned about buying because I would buy and then it would turn against me. Then I would be and move to my direction. Then I would be frustrated with it. So I waited when it came here. I when it started to move above here, I was like it was 1050. Then let's see how it moves. And the 1050 it was the buy move, and it's the buy that I did not participate on. This is the buy that I've annotated before. This is the buy. This is the area that I was looking for to meet. You see, and it's pulled above. So then it went up. So I was still waiting, and I am still waiting, and then it gave the second entry right here. Then it leads us to the conversation now, to today's discussion. What am I having in mind? The day is not playing the way I expected it to play, even if it left me here. But look what happened. So I still have hope that the price might even test this area right here to come to this area right here and to get the sales. But here's the thing. If I do that, then I am missing this move. How much is this move? So question comes. If price could come here and give me buy signal, will I buy this buy because I'm looking for sales? Of course, I'm willing, but I know it's not my trade. But I'm willing to buy, to participate, to make a risk, but low risk trade. To take a low risk trade right here and target this high right here. I know I could lose this trade. It could be as a move set down. I'll study it another day. So that is the second entry. Then the third entry, my first entry is around here. The second entry is here. Then the third one, and they range according to the how I value them. The first one is this one, is my main entry. The second one is the buy. It's in terms of probabilities, middle one. Then the third one that I might participate on, that I could have participated on before I recorded this video. I was watching this area right here. If price could come at this area, and then we treat this as a reaper. This is exactly what I was waiting for. Then as you see, the 15-minute candle, let's see if it qualifies. Yes. Then come back and treat this as a reaper, and you see we have a full fair value gap right here. We have a fair value gap right here in the form of a CB. Maybe we can come back and treat this as a reaper and go low before we can go up, then to go down. I can have 3 trades, but do I want to participate on this one? No. I just want to watch it just want to watch how it happens, and then try to get the feeling of being in the market during that, and try to see how my grid works, seeing the move passing, because I missed the trade right there. Use on a 5 minutes time frame. So guys, this is what I'm watching. Then this low will be taken out, of course. This low will be taken out, of course, because after participating here, what caused this fair value gap, what caused the pullback of a fair value gap, is this low. Guys, like I said before, this is the understanding I'm willing to give. This move low, we have an imbalance and an imbalance right here. What made this fair value gap, what caused this fair value gap to be tested, is this low. Move up, and then to me, for fair value gap to be valid, for fair value gap to be valid, is when price taking out this low. If price takes out this low, for me, the fair value gap, guys, it's valid. So this happened. I could have participated on this move right here or here, then got this right here. And this is the time where traders, they feel like everything is against them, because at this point, you see, missed your entry right there. So for me, for this fair value gap to be valid, is to take this low. And when it takes this low, to where is the question? Below the low, what do we have? Look at this. We have this imbalance right here that was never ever tested. We have the low as 83.4. We have the low here as 83.4. 83.4. 83.4. What do you have here? I would like to annotate this for my 83.4. Let's start with the coordination. 83.4. And then we have this low right here. Okay, let's. This is M5. So it's 5 minutes. Draw on liquidity. This will be my 5 minutes draw on liquidity, and it only occurs here. And this is sell side liquidity. This will be my sell side liquidity, and it only occurs here as well. And then it's where? Look at the low right there. It's 89.6. Just right there. So for me, guys, I don't think I'm going to even trade this live with you guys. You are not ready yet, and then I'm going to give myself another pressure in this journey. So I'll just annotate this. And even if I trade it live, you won't see me doing it here with you. I might trade it on my laptop, on my account. So that is not the aim, guys. The aim is to see if what is this? If we can read price, and price does exactly what we expected it to do. So if we call this FA value gap, which is going to clutter, I'm going to just place this and remove it. If we call this FA value gap, this is what is happening. The price went into that fair value gap. This was the low. Which was the low? This was the low. It went into, it went out. So for me, even this low, not even that low, let me correct myself as early as now. Not even this low. I won't be mad if this low is not respected. For me, seeing this low right here. So for me, seeing this low right here being taken out, this has worked. Yes, it can give a second test. Where is the second test? This is a second test of this right here. Guys, I told you that if I have a second test of a fair value gap, second test of anything, for me, it's like reusing the product. It's like buying the second-hand car. Sometimes you find them in a good condition, but sometimes, guys, like, they are second-hand cars. So the motor plan, it's out. So you have to, if something breaks there, you have to take care of yourself. Take care of it yourself. So it is what it is, guys. So this one, if it is missed, guys, trust me, I won't be mad and attack this area without it being coming here. Sometimes you might find a good second-hand car, and then it will be disciplined and come in here and move up. But basically, this is what I'm watching. Remember the narrative. So I sacrifice this trade right here, this one or this one right here, first one, second one right here, to see it working, in order for me to see if I can participate. Even this one, like, guys, even this one is not that high probability, but this is a strong support. not that support and resistance, guys. Let me show you what I'm talking about when I talk about the strong support. The first yellow shaded area or orange shaded area right here, it's a 15 minutes fair value gap, right? Somewhere there. It's a 15 minutes fair value gap. What happened to it? It was never tested. What caused the retest of this fair value gap? This low right here, guys. This is like the backbone why I don't even want to play a replay market, guys. This was that 15 minutes fair value gap. This was taken out. Do you regard this as a valid fair value gap? No. Hell no. What caused this? What set the move to that fair value gap? This below here. So if that is taken out, that is the balanced price range for me. So this could be just an internal liquidity for us to go to another one. So it could be just one of those. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this fair value gap right here. You see this fair value gap, we expect the price to break below, but this is just an internal range draw on liquidity there, just to set the tone for us to go to the main one, which is this one. And then on 5 minutes, this is what happened. This was yesterday. On a 5 minutes, and by the way, yesterday I took a trade and I participated because I was looking at that sell. You see the way I was looking on those cells. I expected this fair value gap right here, but it missed a little bit. That's the reason why I wrote it suspect there. I was suspecting an invasion, and obviously it gave that. So I trust invasion fair value gap for that purpose, to tell the truth. And then the fresh fair value gap, if it's in the right area, that one I trust it, guys, to be the one to play out very well to the expectations. So once I saw this happening, I was like discouraged, though. I saw that this was going to be disrespected, but I participated on this sell right here. Let's see if we can go to 1 minute. Let's go to Monday. Which cell did I participated on? This cell right here. I missed it. I missed the opportunity here again, but I managed to get it around this area right here, because I knew, and at that point, this was a breaker, but this is a bigger breaker than this one, guys. Like, let's read price. Let's read the price action. This was a bigger breaker than that one, and this is a displacement for me. Then I participated on this one, and this is how I treated my entry, guys. Now it comes to the art of reading price. Are you paying attention? Are you taking time to read price? I didn't take this low to that low. You were not going to get 50%. You were going to wait for your trade to come even here. So this is the move. This is the leg I took from this to that. If you can look right here, 62.8, 62%, I mean to say. And now I remember the 61.8 there. Then this was the fair value gap that I was looking for. And what did I do there? This was yesterday. I hope I pointed the correct areas right there. This was yesterday. As it gets into this fair value gap right here, I was late. I was delayed to enter. I wanted to enter as price was moving, was pricing. This is what I was waiting for. As it was pricing towards 62%, I wanted to enter right then to get my sell, and then my stop loss was here, guys. Then my stop loss was here. My stop loss could have been even around here, but I felt safer there because I left it. I was expecting the long move, guys. I left it. Then it took this fair value gap was set up during this move leg right here, this price move. Then what caused the retest of this fair value gap? This pullback. What should be taken out? This low. Simple as that, guys. So you can see the time there. It was 10:43. That was a 10:50 trade. This was your 10:50 trade, the retest of it. Or you could have easily got it from here. You see the easiest one. You got this fair value gap right here. Then after getting the stop loss very tight, then you could have got this one nice entry. But this was a well played trade. I'm not going to worry about how I missed on everything. Then you saw me I got into with 50 contracts right here, paper trading account from TradingView. Then I got out of my 40 here, while I wanted that 10 to happen just to fulfill my objectives right there. And as you can see right here, what do I have right here? One standard deviation. I have a low right there. Relative equal lows. And then somewhere around there, this was tested, but I have a fair value gap right here. Let's see this fair value gap right here. Then I have the second fair value gap that was not tested right here. Right here. So guys, like, this is what I want to show you. This is how I believe ICT reads price. This is how the algorithm show us. Then I will either need left, then the stop loss, it hits the stop loss here at somewhere near this area. Even if I left my stop loss there, I'm not worried to turn the stop loss. And then that was the time when, look at the stop loss placement, management of risk right here. Because I was not watching. If I was watching, I could have even managed and get the second entry right here. So look at the stop loss, where I've put the stop loss right here. The stop loss right above this candle right here. So I was waiting for price to just maybe test this. I was giving that opportunity and then to go further down. But even if I left my stop loss right here, it could have been taken out anyway. Even if it was higher, it was going to be taken out. I was never going to be protected anyway. That was the price I paid for leaving the risk run. So guys, that happened right there after lunch. The lunch, this is the reason why I was chasing, and I was not necessarily chasing entries. I wanted to see price performing during lunch today. I wanted to participate, and you can go back and listen to that statement I made. I said previous days lunch has been performing during, I don't know, it's because of during August or not, but lunch is performing even better than other sessions. Look at this lunch. The price went back down. Then we have a market structure shift. We have a fair value gap that was tested. So if it is tested, guys, like I said, it was tested. This low was taken out. Guys, this is the narrative. This is how you would read price as for what it is. After being taken out, this is the reason why I highlighted I did not participate. As you saw, there was no any participations, but you could see the analysis. Then after we broke, then now we are not playing breaker. What are we playing? Or we can play breaker using this if you could have seen it. But now we are not playing breaker. We are playing a mitigation. We have the low. It's another side of a breaker. Because with the breaker, you had what? You had a low. With the breaker, you have what? You have a low, a lower low, then broke, and then participate using this one. But you couldn't have trust this thing. You see, it's invaded. So we have a mitigation. Lower low and higher low. So what do we have right here? With that, after it was broken displacement, then you have this fair value gap. You are treating it as a fair value gap, a secondary test. What did I tell you? Guys, like for real, what did I say? And if you can watch this price right here, this piece of price right here, it's what we are having there. And it's my argument saying that to be respected again, there are low chances for it to be done. I'm trusting it less to be retested than to move above. So we have that. Let's rush, guys. We might have that intro right there. Then it was invaded. Then we retested it. Then it said the move high during lunch. Look at the time down there. To run for what I've been waiting for. That happened during lunch. Let's go to 5 minutes and go to where price is at the moment. Then it went above. Then we closed somewhere around here. Then we closed here. Inside. What? We closed somewhere inside. We were still inside there before. Yes, this was after. We closed inside this daily what? We closed inside this daily CB. And for me, it made sense because that leg, I don't know, I got an OTE entry there. Then I had a 15 minutes fair value gap. Then it was treated as an inversion fair value gap. Then we come and trade above this, retest. Then we went above. People were scared. Then that's when I missed my trade right here earlier on. I could have got this trade on 5 minutes. Then I could go around. I could go on and on nagging about me having to miss this trade, or I could just watch price and see how it will deliver and watch my emotions on that moment. I missed the trade right here. This could have been a nice trade. Targeting this area right here. I could have got the partials or everything, or I could have maybe moved the stop loss to a relevant areas, but I did not participate. So now I'm watching if this price is really going to move higher. So I'm watching this fair value gap, but it has worked. Remember what I've shown you there, and I've shown you about this price. This has worked right here. So I'm not trusting the fact that this will work again and do such. No. And then again, I'm not arguing. I'm not against seeing the price working. I told you that this is like having a second-hand car. It can be in good condition or in bad condition. So for me, I know this is second-hand car. This was a move. So I'm watching this 5 minutes draw on liquidity in a form of a busy right here for price just to take this low to where? To this area if it doesn't fit to take this area. But I will also treat this area right here because my target is there. I will treat this area and this area as my entry area after market structure shift if we have that. Then that for me, it will be that entry, afternoon entry, then we'll go above here because we have a liquidity right here again. So I'll be watching this, guys. I am not, the aim of this was not to even analyze yes, to analyze yes. Can it go anywhere different? Yes, it can go anywhere. I'm just watching. So the aim was not to trade live with you. Like even I mentioned, if I'm going to take it live, I will just take it elsewhere. Was just to share with you what I've seen in the market, what I saw, and what I have learned already from ICT. And if you can see with proof of some of the entries, and we'll do a lot of examples, and we don't care if anyone believes what we are doing or not. You get the knowledge, you do it yourself. That's the narrative that we are pushing right here. So I have a 15 minutes fair value gap right here that we are retesting right now. So you saw this one, it was a fair value gap, but we disrespected it. What do you know about the disrespect? And you can see this I don't trust. What is the low right here? This was yesterday's. Okay, it was today's. The low here is 42.4. 42.4. Look at the close right here. The close is 41. The close right here, it's 30. Oh no, the open, it should be, when is the open? 41.6. So at least they are below this.